They about to look at the shit that I'm on. Why don't we get in topic? Crew looking like Pentatonics, locked in, recording in tropics. In the East, big 3, big bronzy B, way good. He working on optics. Talk biz while smoking exotics. We lit, never thought about it. Cause they about to look at the shit that I'm on. Why don't we get in topics? Sitting way back, all black, I'm talking. Feeling like Shaq, I weigh my options. In the East, big 3, big bronzy B, way good. He working on optics. Talk biz while smoking exotic. It's saucy, all the projects.
What's up? RCR presents MSD Sports. My name is Sam, also known as YBK. We got Mikey over here. We got David Kevin over here. And let's go, Mikey, introduce yourself. Mikey, introduce yourself.
You already know what it is. Episode 47. What a milestone to be with the homies. It's your boy, Michael John. And y'all already know what it is.
Yes, sir. Captain, what's up?
What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Club Paradise, a.k.a. Camden Lee. And I'm with the greatest trio ever assembled, MSD Sports. It's episode 47. Oh, we've got a lot going on. There's a lot popping. And GMYBK his phone has been blowing up nonstop. Can you please talk to us about what the agenda is today and what's been going on?
Yes, sir. Let's go. MSD Sports, episode 47, agenda time. Let's get it. We're going to talk about the NFL first. We're going to switch it up here. NFL in the offseason, you know what I'm saying? We got not a lot of news still. We're going to talk about that. MLB's next. We got WBC. We got, baseball in 3 weeks coming up. Let's get it excited. And we're going to wrap it up with some NBA, everybody. We're in March right now. Playoffs is coming soon. And we're going to have our playoff predictions today. So let's get it. Talk about NFL. Let's go. The NFL franchise tag has been set to close. And it's closed on Tuesday today at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, everybody. And we got some news here, everybody.
Talk to us.
So we got the Atlanta Falcons have tagged their tight end, Kyle Pitts, for $15 million.
Okay.
Approximately $15.045 million.
Okay.
The Dallas Cowboys have tagged receiver George Pickens for $27.298 million.
Okay,
Both
Big
tags
George.
were the non-exclusive franchise tags. And also, we have to mention Breece Hall got tagged by the Jets.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Breece.
Yes, let's talk about that.
Wow.
How you guys feel about this?
Wow. I mean, out of all of these three franchise tags, I feel like Breece is probably the worst. I feel bad for my boy Breece. Kyle Pitts, to me, is also a little up in the air. I feel like, I was talking to the boys earlier. I had Kyle Pitts on my fantasy team. You know what I mean? And I've had him for a number of years thinking that he was going to pop, especially after that 1,000-yard season his first year. He had some yards. He had about 5 touchdowns. So $15 million for 5 touchdowns. How many catches did he have, Mikey? What was his
Almost
catches?
90.
90.
Almost 90
catches.
yeah.
How many yards? About what?
Less than 1,000.
Less than 1,000.
Over 900, though.
Over 900. So,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why, I don't know.
Penix liked him a lot. I think because he's lefty, that little lefty flang. But no, he used him a lot. And Drake London was down. Kirk came in and was still throwing the ball to Pitts. Personally, I think it's like this. Yeah, he's underperformed for what we thought his career would go. But you got to give him another year. Like, okay, you get paid $15 million. You get 1 year, prove yourself. And you could make a bag. Because that was a good year for tight ends when we look at the down year. Like, who else was nasty last year? Tyler Warren, the rookie with Indianapolis. But once Daniel Jones went down, he kind of went a little bit more quiet. Brock Bowers missed some games last year. Kittle injured, missed some games. Kelsey down year. Who was the big tight ends last year? Sam Laporta, not the same since his rookie year. So I'd say this: give 1 more year to Kyle Pitts. If he has 1,000 yards again, or damn near it, and 90 receptions, 5+ touchdowns, that's good for $15 million. It's not bad.
It's not bad. I mean, I'm looking at the receiving from last year. You had, Trey McBride. He was 6th. This is wide receivers and tight ends. And then the second tight end, which, I'm listening to your point, is Kyle Pitts at 22 as a pass catcher in all of the NFL. So,
Pretty good year.
He did enough. To earn a little bit of money. But here's the thing, okay? The Dallas Cowboys, in my opinion, I think you guys just made the best decision in the history of your franchise. You got George Pickens at least for 1 more year. This boy was going insane last year, and I really felt like him and Dak had a wonderful connection. Do you think he's going to stay?
I think they're trading him, though.
Come
it feels like they're going to trade him because you can't really pay him number one wide receiver money when you have CD. That's the only thing. And I feel like CD Lamb is the number one on the Cowboys. And I know he was down last year, and Pickens was arguably the better of the two last year because he was available. And he was pretty menacing, you know. He did his little usual menace self. Yeah, but he was getting busy. I would love for the Pats. I know we talked about this. Maybe AJ Brown, if the Pats was going after a veteran wide receiver that might be available for trade. But that's a lot of money to have your number 2 wide receiver, $28 million.
But we have we have Higgins,
Jamar
Higgins and Chase, which is like, you know what I mean. Now, granted, you know the Bengals haven't been able to make the playoffs because also Joe Burrow has not been able to stay healthy. But do you think that maybe and YBK talked to me? Do you think that Pickens was a good choice for the Cowboys? Do you think this was a smart decision? And in your ranking of these kind of franchise tags, what do you feel like was the best to you?
I feel like the Cowboys franchising Pickens. I'm seeing it here as a non-exclusive tag. So Pickens does have the opportunity to talk to other teams and negotiate, but the Cowboys have the right to match. So it's similar to the transition tag that we were talking about.
Okay.
But this is a non-exclusive tag.
Okay.
So there's 2 different things. But I feel like this doesn't really make a difference for the Cowboys here. It's going to remain the same here. You know, NFC East, I don't see much of a difference, much of a threat coming into this team here.
As an Eagles fan.
Yeah, as an Eagles fan. So I ain't that worried here. I feel like locking in Pickens ain't going to do, you know, that's not going to be it.
That's not it.
Well, they did re-sign Javonte Williams, though, because Javonte Williams had a great year last year. You drafted him in fantasy. You got bang for your buck last year. He was one of them. So, I mean, they brought back 2 offensive pieces, but I think he earned it last year. Pickens earned it. He had a nasty year. He had over 1,400 yards, I think.
Yeah. He did have
like 8 touchdowns, something like that, 8, 9. I don't know exactly how much, but I know he had a great year. So
now I hate to say this because obviously, you know, Michael John, you brought this up in terms of a trade. What are we trading him for? Are we trading him for a edge rusher and a pick maybe to a Vegas? Are we trading him to the Pats for maybe a you know what I mean? What are you trading for?
I'm over here side-eyeing this little article that you got, YBK, about the non-exclusive tag, and it's saying that if the Cowboys don't match an offer and Pickens leaves because he can accept offers since it's non-exclusive, the team acquiring him is required to send 2 first-round picks. So like, but think about it. If it's like, if you're the Pats, for example, the 31st pick, you're giving up the 31st pick this year as one of the first round picks and maybe one other one. Maybe it can work for someone who really wants it, but that's a lot. I mean, that's a lot to give up. I don't know, man.
My whole thing is two first rounds. And here's the thing. If this was a different situation with this is AJ Brown, I'm easily giving up 2 first rounds. Why?
Really?
Well, here's the deal. He's been playing in grass, right? He knows he's been playing in grass for a while. I know what this man could do. Now, we got Pickens on turf for the first year, and he goes for 14 and some change, going buck wild, making...
Yeah, but they usually say they like the grass better, players.
No, listen, depending on where you played, especially if you a track star like Pickens is, you like the turf. Because you fast on the turf.
No, but that's... all the fools be saying they hurt their knees when it's on the turf, the fake stuff. But let's say this, who's better right now, AJ Brown or George Pickens? Both of you.
Right now?
Yeah. AJ Brown or Pickens?
They're
Brown.
They're both a mental distraction.
But I feel like ceiling wise, I give AJ Brown.
Well, AJ Brown has had a better career, but let's say based off last year, who's the better of the two? Pickens or Brown? Pickens was nasty last year, and I love AJ Brown, but was it just bad play calling and Jalen Hurts like not connecting with him? Is that why he had a down year? He barely went over 1,000 yards or whatever.
Well,
was it on him or was it as this year because they have a new play caller and if he stays there?
I mean, Jalen Hurts is not a traditional pass thrower. So, you know what I mean? You got to give me that. He's never played with a real stud. AJ's never played with a quarterback who could sling that rock. Who can legit sling that rock. So I'm like, listen.
Yeah, he's been with Tannehill and Hurts. Yeah.
So I'm like, listen, if
I guess you're right. Maybe we're taking AJ Brown slightly over Pickens still.
I just think if AJ Brown was with us last year, think it might have made a difference on offense,
well,
especially in the
with
Super
the Pats.
Bowl.
Oh hell yeah! Of course.
They wouldn't been able to do what they was trying to do.
Lining up with like Puka and a JSN top 3 kind of thing.
No.
Not like that.
Now we're no.
Yeah, I'm not.
We're stretching.
I'm not saying blasphemy.
Top 10,
Jamar Chase, Puka, JSN, Justin Jefferson. There's still like at least a handful that are like
most
that
definitely.
clear. You feel me?
Yeah. There's a couple guys that clear him, but AJ Brown's like 6 or 7. He's top 10, but he's lower on the 5 and below.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean.
What other movements we had?
I know you were talking about something, the transitional tag.
Yes.
Can you give me a little bit and what was happening?
The Colts transition tag Daniel Jones.
Okay.
So basically, we were talking about this before the pod started, and we're seeing what this transition tag is all about. And basically, it's it's very similar to the non-exclusive.
Very similar.
It's similar to the franchise tag, but it's instead of like the pay being the top 5 players in the league average, it's the top 10 at that position.
Yeah.
So it's a little more team friendly. Right. And then you still have the right to match any contract offer that comes for the transitional tagged player.
So it's like a benefit for both.
Yeah, in a way. I mean, the player still gets a good salary because you get 1 year. He's coming off an Achilles tear. He's going to get 1 year, 37 million. What is it? 1 year, 38?
Guaranteed
Not bad.
37 million.
Not bad.
Yeah.
So
my only question is, and I wonder for this, and viewers, you know what I mean? I'd love for you guys to chime in on the IG, on the YouTube. I know the YouTube's been going popping recently, so shout out to the boys we've been doing our thing. Do you think are the Colts going to have to give up or get 2 first rounds on Daniel Jones if he leaves? Or is the transitional very different?
Exactly. The transitional doesn't require that if they don't match the offer sheet from another team, that team that acquires the player has to send over 2 first rounders. It doesn't say that stipulation when we just read it. So I think that's a big difference, but it's rare because I usually see franchise tag. Right. So I don't really know better, but good for Daniel Jones. And that means Anthony Richardson's officially getting to go. Yeah. So his agent said that they were given permission to seek like a new team for Anthony Richardson to end up on. So, far from the 2 years ago in that run early in the year when he's throwing bombs and scrambling and going crazy. I wonder, hey, you can't give up on players too early. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. We just seen what happened with Sammy, but everyone's not going to be Darnold because now everyone's going to be trying to look for the Darnold. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So,
and I think it's tough too. You know what I mean? Ursa, you know what I mean? You know, passed away. His daughter's been taking over the team over the last couple of years. So that transition, I think she wanted someone that was a little bit more sturdier on the helm, just to, you know what I mean, to start her winning career a little bit more. But, I mean, to be honest, and I'm going to say this, I'm looking right in the camera. Anthony Richardson, wherever you go, whatever team you end up playing for, if I ever hear that you need a break in the middle of a game, in the middle of a series, ever again, boy, just leave the league.
You're done.
You're done.
You're donezo.
Leave the league. Other than that, we cool. Do you think Pimpin hopefully maybe go to San Francisco or somewhere where there's a quarterback whisperer and help you out?
Yeah, but we're talking about San Francisco. Mac Jones, though, is still under contract for a year there. I think he's still slated to be the backup, which is not a terrible spot for him to be since last year. He was like the qualified like league leader in passing for his 4 or 5 games, like over 300 a game or something. But he's still there for 1 more year. I wonder if another team who needs a quarterback makes a move on Mac Jones because I know he's not a free agent like Malik Willis is, who looked great in those 2 games that he played when Jordan Love was down or whatever, 2-3 games. Malik Willis looked great, and he's going to earn himself a shot by performing well those games. Mac Jones looked good in the games that he played last year that he filled in for Purdy. Yeah. He looked pretty good. I wonder if a team who needs a quarterback tries to pursue someone like that.
That's very true. I mean, my whole thing is where would he be going? You know what I mean? What teams really need?
Miami doesn't have, because Tua's gone. So who are they going to have? They're going to let, what are they going to let Quinn Ewers be the guy? I guess it might be good to bring it to trade something like light, like like a second rounder, a third rounder for Mac Jones. Then he competes with the young quarterback who's coming into his second year. You gave him a few looks last year. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of teams, Arizona, but I don't think you're trading him to a division rival, right? You know what I mean? It's not going to be like when Cincinnati with Flacco know?
Yeah.
They're like getting him from the Browns when Mike Tomlin's like, why are you as a divisional rival trading a key piece? Like,
I've never seen it.
Seems a little stupid, right?
Never seen it. But yeah, I mean, speaking of Arizona, Kyler Murray.
Oh, I know.
I know. Yes.
Crazy.
Kyler Murray's out. How do we feel about this? Because he was looked at as the guy in Arizona, and now
he was the guy in Arizona for a hot minute.
Yeah.
He was good, bro, but he's getting older now, and coming off the like knee injuries and stuff is not good, because I think his big dynamic aspect was he made the plays happen. He scrambled out. He bought time. I could still remember the play. He takes the snap late. It's like from like the 50-yard line against Buffalo, and he rolls out to his left, like rolls all the way around. He's like by the sideline, launches the bomb down the sideline, and Hopkins goes up and gets it to win the game against the Bills. And I remember that was like, damn, when Kyler was like scrambling his way around and looking good. So never say never, but yeah, like you got to start getting rid of some of that money.
True.
You know what I mean?
It's saying here that he's guaranteed his $36.8 million in 2026 contract. So he's getting paid, and the new team only gives him a veteran minimum. That's it. Similar to the Russell Wilson kind of stuff when the Broncos got rid of him.
Yeah. Damian Lillard.
He could go to Miami on a veteran minimum.
That is
veteran
crazy.
minimum. That would not be bad at all.
Yeah.
With Waddle and Jonnu and all the rest. Not Jonnu.
A-Chain.
Walker, A-Chain and all those guys. That wouldn't be bad.
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't even know that.
That's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah, Arizona was due for like a start over, because even when they did have good years, they never really panned out. And I think they went to the playoffs once maybe and lost or something. I can't remember who they played. Man.
They were close. They were close with Kurt Warner and Larry Fitzgerald that one time. That was the only situation.
That was a great Super Bowl.
But I mean, other than that, it was not it. Any other news?
Yes,
in the
don't
NFL?
forget.
Talk to me.
The Texans made a little move.
Oh my God!
And I'm sad for my guys. I love like the little ring sound, ding, like getting the rings. Yeah, no, they broke up Sonic and Knuckles. Montgomery to the Texans.
A dynamic duo.
Detroit gets
Jahmyr Gibbs
juice shrugs in a 4th round and a 7th round for David Montgomery. I mean, they kind of did need it, the Texans, if you think about it, because they made it work last year with Chubb, because we all thought after Mixon had a great year the previous year, he was supposed to come back. They said in the preseason, like early, he's out, like he's on injured reserve to start the year, but like could come back in a month or two. Then it was like he's not playing all year. I don't know what happened with the injury and all that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So
they're gonna have
Woody Marks was good, but I think this is a good Montgomery to come in to be maybe number one, and like the more run between the tackles, a little bit of tough. Like,
so my question is, what, Mixon's number 3 now, or are we cutting Mixon?
I don't even think Mixon's in the picture here. I don't even see how he's in the picture after sitting out all last year.
Sheesh. Yeah, it's a sad day. It's a sad day in Detroit. I mean, Sonic and Knuckles, you guys were doing y'all thing. Yeah, it was probably the most premier running back duo that we've seen in a long time. And y'all was running through them, brothers. Through them. So if you hit either one of those on your fantasy team a couple years ago, oh my God.
I do feel like you can get like the dollar store, like bang for your buck version of that duo. Like, for example, in Chicago, they drafted Manungai in like what, the 4th, like something. And then they had Swift, who's like, obviously not as good as Jahmyr Gibbs and dynamic, but you could still have a good pair, and that's in the same division, and make it work. So that's a lot of money if you kind of want like a 1A like Gibbs, and then like a pretty good Montgomery will be the number 1 running back on some teams. Yeah. So it is a lot to try to keep both of them and share the snaps.
So much value anyway too. So like, just have a 5-star running back like him. Slot him with a pretty decent running back.
Yeah.
He'd be pretty good.
You'd be all right. The Texans are trying to make moves. They said we got to the playoffs last year. We might be able to do something.
They keep getting to the playoffs. They just can't.
And we've seen that, like having a great running back 2 is so pivotal to it.
Look at
the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Kind of losing what's his name, Kenneth Walker.
Yeah.
Like,
or Charbonnet.
Yeah, like losing those kind of like RB2s is such a pivotal piece. So yeah, I agree.
It's tough, man.
I think they'll survive though. They're like, as long as we got Gibbs, like Gibbs can cook. Like Gibbs cooks. Like we can put him in the game, and as long as he can handle like the workload, but. There's a lot of big name free agents that is sitting there. Trey Hendrickson did not get the franchise tag from the Bengals, so he's going out. He's a little bit older now, but he is one of the better edge rushers, right? Like sack type. players. So if you need an
true.
edge, you're going for him, but you paying big money for him.
Also, Kenneth Walker. Oh, I said Kenneth Walker for the Eagles. My bad. I meant
For the
Kenneth Gainwell.
Gainwell.
For the Eagles.
Yeah.
Losing him was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Kenneth Walker, Mr. Super Bowl MVP does not get franchise tag from the Seattle Seahawks.
Means that's pretty
He's a
big.
free agent.
That is pretty big.
Speaking of money, he wants that money. I am sure he wants that money.
Yeah. He's young. He's 25, so now he should get money. But he's been like a good running back. He's not really like a superstar running back.
Yeah, like a 5-star.
You-
Like a
you-
Jameer Gibbs.
Yeah, I don't feel like
agree,
he's
I
a
agree.
superstar, but a good team could pay him some money. It's not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
You got Mike Evans as a wide receiver, he's 33, entering that late phase. I wonder where he could end up.
Mike
He's still
Evans.
He could still cook a little bit.
Yeah, I
like
agree, I
maybe
agree.
not
He
like
still got it,
1,200
though.
yards, but maybe he could get like 700, 800 yards. Like
Yeah.
maybe catch some touchdowns. Big target in the end zone. You got a lot of edge rushers and offensive linemen.
You know, two receivers that I definitely want to talk about who are also entering free agency: Isaiah Likely from Baltimore,
Yep.
and Romeo Dubes from
Yeah.
Green Bay. I'm like,
I didn't realize Dobbs was going to be a free agent this year.
me either.
They have too many wide receivers to re-sign him.
Yeah.
I feel like they have Watson, and then they drafted Matthew Golden, and then Tucker Kraft is coming back from his injury. Like they have a lot of pass catchers, and Dobbs is nice, but I want to pay too much.
Yeah, Travis
Etienne,
Etienne. Yep,
yeah.
he's one. And Rashid Shaheed.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. I really would love the Patriots to sign Isaiah Likely, and I think he would be a great pair with Hunter Henry.
Yes.
Isaiah Likely's young. He'd be coming home for one because he is from Everett.
Come
He's from
on,
Everett, so shout
Everett.
out. Yep, shout out to Everett. Shout out to my
Everett.
Boston heads. You know what I
Okay.
mean? That would be great.
That'd be nasty.
Dynamic pass catcher in Mac Jones. Oh my
Sorry,
God,
sorry.
I cannot
Sorry.
believe Drake. I am
Sorry.
Drake. I'm so sorry. I'm about to say Mac Jones
Mac
would need
who?
you,
Talked
Drake.
about it.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
I deserve to be crucified for that. No, but Drake would do well with a
Yes.
target like Isaiah Likely.
Yes.
I really think he would. Dynamic pass catcher, and he's young. And then you still have a Hunter Henry on the team.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
I would love that.
That'd be nasty. That'd be nasty. I mean, looking at this list, there's a lot of linemen, offensive linemen that are available, a couple receivers that are available, edge rushers are available. So there's some hot boys
Yup.
that are going to be coming down the pipe in these next couple of weeks, next couple of months. But yeah, I mean, NFL coming in, kind of nice. I'm
Yep.
excited. All right.
Yep.
I like these franchise tags. I like these things going on. So we'll see if the Pats can do something big during the offseason.
Yeah, like,
Yes,
I
sir.
feel like that's why offseason there's a beauty to it too, right? It's like in the sport's done, but like
There's always
moves are
some
so
movements behind the
exciting.
scenes. Yeah. So
And you look forward to like the next Madden and be like, oh, like, I can't wait to play that kind of team.
Me
you know?
too. Even though Madden, I gotta say, you guys have been trashed recently. Where's my mansion at? Like it was back in 2K. Where's my car? When do I get to do commercials and do all this stuff? When do I take my tests and stuff like that? You guys keep doing all this gauntlet stuff for the combine. Can you put a little bit more stuff on the back end? Because that's why we want to play the game, baby. We want to see if the Instagram's gonna go up, if the life's going up. So Circle John, come on, man, it's ridiculous. Bring it back to the good old days,
yeah.
man. 2K need to come back. That's what 2K need to start making NFL games again.
2K got to make baseball games too.
Exactly. They used to be
That was really good.
magical. But it's all right. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, YBK.
Yes, sir.
What's next on the agenda, baby? What we talking
You
about?
already know. This is after football. You know what's starting. We all know after Super Bowl game. Baseball season starting. Sun's coming up.
Sun's
Springtime,
coming.
spring
Come on.
training. But this year, everybody, is a WBC.
WBC.
I know that we mentioned about we talked about this before, but I didn't mention this.
Talk
the
to me.
WBC. There's a few little like rules and tricks over here. There will be a pitch clock for the first time in WBC history.
I
which
love
we
it. I love it. We liked the
It'll be
pitch
quick.
clock
Come
last
on,
year.
quick.
Come on.
So I feel like the international folks that play baseball will have a little bit of a disadvantage.
Just a little.
Because MLB players already are used to this pitch clock. There's no ABS system, which is,
Thank the Lord.
It's new.
Thank the Lord.
It's been going on though, which has been crazy.
Wow.
There's been a video where Aaron Judge he failed in ABS, so they're like, oh, okay. But I feel like if I was a club, I would waste it. I mean, not waste it, but I would use it because if you get it right, you still retain the 2.
There we go.
Because you get 2 per game. And if you get it right, I'm good. So if I'm sure that this was a ball, or I'll call it. I'll call it. But there has been instances where Fernando Cruz, Yankee reliever, he threw a fastball. He thought it was a strike. He called it, but the catcher was like, nah, like, I know, like, but he got it wrong. But he got it wrong, and
He's like, I seen it.
The show is like, so I'm sure they have to make some signs or something before like the pitcher gets ahead of himself and be like, hey, ABS before the ump is like, hey, let's go check it out. Speaking of ABS of pitching, we're looking at it here. Pitchers cannot throw more than 65 pitches in a single game in the first round of the tournament.
What? Okay.
80 pitches in the quarterfinal round, 95 pitches in the championship round.
What?
Yep.
There's a lot of interesting rules.
There's a lot of
I'm
limitations.
glad you mentioned this because I was reading about how Tariq Skubal's only being allowed to play in the first round.
That's it.
1 game.
Yep.
So he's gonna get 1 start for 65 pitches. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Yep.
So I was trying to figure out like why, what's going on? Is it because like MLB rules or like the athletic like league that your player plays for that league? We don't want him to
overexert himself
exactly before the seasons as such. I'm not really sure exactly.
That's what I think too. Of course, like there's like a limit. There's limitations to the thing too. But like stars like Tariq Skubal, like I'm sure if you're the Detroit Tigers, like I only allow this much come back. Because there's insurance, but like you don't want to lose that.
Damn.
There's also pitchers who throw 50 or more pitches in a single contest were required to have
4 days rest.
minimum of 4-day rest before he can be used again.
Bro, my pops could go in there and pitch 65 and go out the next day.
yo.
If I said, hey, I need you 1 inning, I got you.
I got you.
inning.
Bro,
I need you to throw heat.
my pops could do that. Come
I need you to
on.
throw heat for 1 time. 1 inning, get me out. Bruh.
But there's still Paul Skeens.
I guess because it's more like it's one of these special tournaments, these world tournaments with these rules. Like, I don't
Looking
know.
at this though makes me think, like if you're an international team,
Okay.
like Italy,
Okay.
I don't know why.
You know why
You have
said
your
it.
star pitcher, right? And that's all you got. Like everybody else is like, they're good. Like, but it's not like it's gonna be a slugfest. Everybody, Team USA bought
Yeah, because you can't pitch again once you pitch 50 pitches for 4 days.
Oh my goodness! So earlier today was the first time Team USA deployed their team. They versed the I think San Francisco Giants.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna name you the first 4 batters: Bobby Witt, Bryce Harper, Aaron Judge, Kyle Schwarber.
Who are you walking to?
Who
is getting that walk?
All of them
Right.
are like 300 plus. Like it's amazing, guys.
Who is getting that walk?
So this is the one question I have about this as well.
Yeah.
Is this like World Cup style where they put the game, like where are the matches played? Where are the games played?
I got you. So we got 4 pools.
Okay.
5 teams each.
All right.
Pool A is going to be taking place in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Okay.
Makes sense.
And
And
then
Puerto
pool-
Rico's in that pool.
Yes.
Okay.
Puerto Rico, Cuba, Canada, Panama, Colombia.
Okay.
And Puerto Rico starts March 6th. Pool B, U.S., Mexico, Italy, Great Britain, Brazil, takes place in Texas. So Italy,
Interesting
Great Britain,
pool.
Brazil got to travel a little bit.
I think because of Mexico and the United States. That's probably why.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with that.
Pool C, we go
And
on
Texas too. Mexico
That's true,
is
Texas,
is
right
close
there.
right there too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Pool C, Japan, Australia, Korea, Czechia,
yep.
and Chinese Taipei. It's Tokyo, Japan.
Makes sense.
That makes sense.
Taking
Lastly,
place in 2 days. And then we got Pool D, Venezuela, Dominican Republic, Netherlands, Israel, Nicaragua, and Miami, Florida.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
they
Also
gotta
makes
travel a
sense.
little bit to America.
Yeah.
So,
It's Florida though. They
Those
used
are
to
4
that.
locations. And,
Okay.
and then the quarterfinals, semifinals, and
US
championship are all
based.
U.S. Yeah, Texas,
So
and
in some
Miami.
years, are they putting it in other countries? Like it's Miami this year, but some other years it could be in another country
In 2023, the finals were in Miami, I think.
as well.
It's still
Okay,
in
no, I'm
Miami.
just
Okay.
I'm curious. It's still like
There's
Same-
never
same
gonna be. There's never
location.
gonna be a finals in Japan.
They
That's
pull
what
up over here,
That's
yeah.
what I want to know.
That would be cool.
That
I'm
would
not
be
sure.
dope.
Yeah, that would be.
You know what I mean?
Japan's the betting favorite too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, where does US stand
I
in
think
it
they're
all?
2. I think the new
Okay,
power rankings
I like
came
it.
out.
I love.
Let's
I would
check
love
it
to
out.
hear about
Let's
it
see what
because
we're
I
looking
want to.
at.
I want to see who we're rooting for.
We gotta-
what
we
do you
gotta
think? You
get
think
our,
is Italy top 10 or no?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Top 10? No.
I'm trying to figure it out.
But this one's a different one. I know
He
MLB
said,
released one.
is
Here it is.
Italy top 10?
Okay,
So
here we go.
got Japan,
Japan
number 1.
Okay.
US number 2.
Starring
Nice.
Shohei, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Suzuki.
Nice.
And then you got U.S. Judge Skeens, Tarek Skubal.
Okay.
Cool.
Crazy.
Number 3, DR. Julio, Vladdy, Juan Soto.
Okay.
Venezuela, number 4, Acuna, William Contreras, Rangers Suarez.
Okay.
2 of your Red Sox. Mexico top 5.
Top five.
Alejandro Kirk, Duran, your boy here. Randy Rosarina. PR, Puerto Rico, number 6 with Nolan Arenado, Edwin Diaz, Steph Lugo. Korea, my boys, number 7 with Chung-Hoo Lee. Whitcomb, I don't know why he's here. And Haesung Kim.
Is Whitcomb not?
Maybe he was born on
Maybe
a
his
base
mom or like,
something
like that. We'll go back to that. Number 8, Canada, Josh Naylor, Tyler O'Neill, Jameson Tyone. Colombia, top 9, we got Jose Quintana, Arroyo, I don't know who that guy is, Nabil Krismat. And Netherlands, top 10 with Ozzy Albies, Xander Bogaerts.
I told you Italy making the top 10. Top 12.
It's going to be tough because 8 teams advanced to the quarter, so. Once you get to here, it's like
What name the names on Italy's team? Who are the top players?
we got Vinny Pasquantino of the Kansas
Vinny
City Royals.
Pasquantino,
Come on, son.
Aaron Nola, and
Nola.
Caglioni. Good.
I think Nola's from Philly,
Okay.
Philadelphia Phillies. Vinny's from Royals. Jack, I believe, is from the Rangers, I think, but I'm not sure.
Jacques Caglioni.
Caglione.
Hey, that possibly
Cool.
busting in
Yeah.
that locker room. Come on. With
Well,
it.
I'm gonna go. I have, of course. We're riding with the squad,
right, we
especially
gotta-
after.
we gotta go.
Did you see Judgy talking with Pat McAfee about
Nah,
the World Baseball Classic? They said they've been juiced up after they seen U.S. men's and women's win them gold medals for
gold
hockey.
medal. Oh.
So we've been juiced. So like we're feeling it. Like we feel like we're carrying that momentum in it. Like we're trying to come away with the
Okay.
W. I saw the way he was talking about it. So we gotta go with U.S. Like I mean, I'm repping
yeah.
U.S. all the way
yeah,
out
yeah.
here.
We going winner U.S. Winner.
Yeah, we're going outright.
All
I
of
have
us,
to.
all of us.
We have to
Yeah,
rock
outright
with the
winner.
dog.
Outright winner, yeah.
We
Outright
rocking. We rocking.
All right.
All right, winner.
Interestingly enough,
could
I
be
thought
playing
that Chinese
Japan.
Taipei was supposed to be nasty, and I'm surprised they're ranked all the way down at like 10, like in the
Yeah.
bottom half.
think it's the hitting.
But it was saying that like they're ranked high in the world, but they had to get out the qualifier just to qualify for the tournament.
Oh,
So I'm surprised they didn't even make the top 10.
that's
But I
weird.
feel like that's a little dark horse to pay attention to for
I
some
agree, 'cause
reason.
they're saying that it could be Taipei and Japan coming out of that group,
Yeah.
not Korea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
It's going to be tough because Australia's good too because they're like top 8. We just saw.
So is it 2 out of each group make it out?
Yep, 2 of them.
Okay.
Oh, Australia's top 16. Never mind, they're down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Korea then hopefully has a chance. 'Cause definitely Pool A is going to be Puerto Rico, Canada.
Okay.
I
When
feel
do the games start for
They
the
start-
World Baseball Classic?
Very soon, very soon.
The official, not these exhibitions and
Yeah,
stuff.
like the group stage.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, what's this? Let's see.
That's a little bracket challenge you popped up right there. Oh, that would be
yeah,
sick. We could do a little
like-
bracket challenge.
The first ones start Classic Pool Play Wednesday.
Okay, let's get it.
tomorrow.
Taipei at Australia at
Oh,
Tokyo.
let's go.
Yeah, FS1.
At 10 p.m. So
Yep.
7 o'clock tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay,
Let's
let's
go.
get it.
Oh, it makes sense because it's March 5th over there.
Yes.
Ah, let's go. USA, we
I
got
love it. I love it. And obviously, it would be nice if we could get the rematch with Japan.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Get the revenge
it would
match.
feel good.
You got to get the revenge match.
Exactly.
Aaron Judge versus Shohei Ohtani.
Just
Come
like
on.
We need that.
just
We need
like
that.
Canada and U.S. in the
ice hockey.
they beat us in the Four Nations
Yep.
face-off in overtime a
Oh,
couple
I
years
remember
ago.
that, the
We got
Four
our
Nations
revenge
tournament.
in the OT period
Yes.
of the gold medal game. So, all right, cool.
Yes.
I'm excited for it. But besides World Baseball Classic, is there any movements that have been going on in MLB, like free agency or something?
So far, not really. Not really much of a buzz.
Everyone's
Like,
kind of
star
locked
players
into this
playing.
World Baseball
Yeah,
Classic,
right now,
huh?
It's like I like this because I liked how usually in spring training when you see like your star players like they don't bat till like maybe like 2 weeks in spring
Right,
training.
right.
Because of this WBC, they deployed the players like earlier, and they only played with their team like maybe like a week or two. It was cool to see Aaron Judge like in the lineup like maybe 2 or 3 times in the first week of spring training play.
That's nice.
Which was pretty cool.
They're
Liddy.
probably excited. They're probably like,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like I'm gonna, hey guys, I'm about to go represent the squad. Right, wait, watch when I get back. It's about to be lit. Or even like the inter-team kind of like, oh, like you're playing for Dominican Republic and we're on the same team on the Yankees.
Yep.
It's like, yo, I'm gonna beat that ass when I see
Yeah.
when I see a baseball classic. And then now when we get back, it's gonna be all Gucci and stuff.
Yep.
So it's nice to be able to talk stuff throughout the year. I think it's gonna be a good year for baseball. I'm really excited.
The tournament is interesting because the whole pitch limit stuff, it's interesting to me. I think it forces you, though, to play like your whole roster.
Yeah.
You can't just like use the best all-stars and like heavily lean on them. You have to deploy the whole lineup in the whole bullpen and stuff. So I think it might make for some interesting TV. And I like the pitch clock because for me, the pitch clock keeps the pace of the game better.
Yeah.
Not that like, there's some classics, you know what I mean, going back to like the ALCS when they went 14 innings. Yankees and Red Sox, like that's a classic over 5 hours. Yeah. But I don't want to watch like a regular 5-hour game in the early stages of the World Baseball Classic, like 4-hour game. I like these pitch clocks. We'll have to tune into some games.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Very
excited.
fun,
We have
very
to do
fun.
something. Okay.
Let's get it.
Nice.
Let's get it, baby.
WBC.
Come on. Starting tomorrow.
Yep.
7 o'clock.
Let's
on
do
the
it.
dot.
Yep.
Did they name MVPs of the tournament at the end?
In the end, yes.
Oh, that's so litty, bro. Let's get it, bro.
MVP.
You already know who's going for it for Team America. I think the judge man trying to put the team on his back.
Yeah,
I think he's trying to. Coming off MVPs, bro. Multiple MVPs
It was
now.
cool to see
like,
a video where he was like, everybody was in the room and he was like, guys, we gotta get the gold. To get the gold, we gotta be a team. Like we gotta, work together, rely on each other. I'm like, wow, like this is. It feels real,
You know what news I did see come out, and I meant to ask you guys your thoughts on this one.
Talk to me.
Was that Profar, the designated hitter for the
Profar,
Braves,
he got banned.
he got second year in a row that he tested positive for PED, bro. Last year it was half a season. This year he got a 162 game suspension. How do we feel about that? And you forfeit your salary. How do we feel about that? I like this because you know what? If you really want to crack down on the performance enhancing drugs, it needs to be stiff penalties, and that's a big penalty. First, you got an 80 game suspension. Like, okay, like 80 games, you lose half your salary for using PDs. Second, I was thinking like, is it too far or should it be even worse? Like a whole year suspension, no salary, that's a good suspension. Good. You got caught twice. Enough of that, because I feel like damn well, it's like fool me once, right?
Yeah,
fool me twice. I feel like you could even just kick him out. He's done for life.
You're banned for life.
I think so. Here's the thing that I will say: there are new creams, new like stuff that's like being made every few years or so. So I can understand you getting caught for I think there was like last year there was like a guy who had a 20 game season or 20 game suspension because he had a certain cream on him that had a little something in it. So I understand those mistakes. If you got half of a season, bro, you was doing some injecting. You doing some hard drugs, some hard PEDs. So I think if you doing hard PEDs, you need to be kicked out the league.
Yep.
That's just how I feel.
Yep.
If you're doing the light stuff where it's like, oh, I'm doing the CBD oil or whatever, or X, Y, and the third, and it happens to have another compound in it and you didn't know, I can see 20 games, 15 games, hey, I made a mistake. I didn't do no injections. It's just a cream, and I can show you the cream. If it ain't that, though, yeah, you gotta let him walk. You gotta let him walk. Because this is, I think, one for the kids. Because we, as you know what I mean, as adults, you know what I mean, we look at the game. Obviously, we want the purity of the game. We love excitement. But as a young kid, especially when I was growing up, I liked being able to see these young dudes who looked like me, who could hit the ball, or looked like me. You know what I mean, the Dustin Pedroias of the mall, those types of brothers. So, I think the PEDs they just put a little bad taste in your mouth, whether in any sport. Do you know what I'm saying? So. I'm grateful for that they're at least gonna crack down on this because that makes sense to me.
Yo, Jerks and Profar, you got banned last season, 80 game. You played 80 game last season, only 245, and you're still injecting.
And 78 hits and 43 ribbies.
You didn't even do anything.
That's what I'm saying. Dude.
You should, and he's coming off at 33, 34 years old.
Yeah.
What do you think about the MLB? Apparently, the Players Association, the MLB Player Association, plans to challenge the MLB's intention to suspend Profar. Do you think it's simply like a union type move, where we got to protect our guys? What do you think about that?
I think
move?
even listen, you know what I mean. I was in the studio the other day. They put on this movie Flight. It's with Denzel Washington, and he, you know what I'm saying, he had to save some crew. You know what I mean? Now the man was a drunk, was full of drugs, going crazy, and he saved the crew. Now they wiped it. They did it under the rug because that's what the government's supposed to do when in that situation. I think when it comes to the Players Association, it's your job to protect the players as best as possible.
But what's the argument going to be here then? Like, that's my only thing is like this.
He was sleeping and somebody inject me at the I didn't know,
but come on.
I was doing my treatment. I was doing my treatment. I went, listen, guys.
First time.
I went to Thailand. I was chilling. I was chilling in Thailand. And I happened to consume something that I didn't know, and they put me in something. I was doing this therapy retreat, and that's what happened. That's what I was saying.
No.
It's fine for them to try. I get the principle of it. I just wonder what the argument will be if they're saying it's too stiff of a punishment, like because of the amount that they tested positive for per liter of blood, however they measure it. I just don't know.
My whole thing is if I caught you last year pimping, you probably did that.
That's what I'm saying. It's 2 years in a row. Come on, bro. 80 games last year. Now you're done. You're done for the season.
So genius testosterone and it's
metabolites.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so it's his boosted T levels.
He's taking. It's in your protein.
It's in
your protein. Now we ain't doing that.
You out.
That's what I'm saying. You popped out in the veins, ski pimping. That was some stuff. We ain't doing that. You know what I mean? Now, like I said, a cream. I'll argue a cream. I'll go to law for a cream, but a shot. It's gonna be hard to shake that, Playboy. It's gonna be hard to shake that.
Nope.
So no, he deserves it. He deserves it. But yeah, I think in any situation, you have the right to defend yourself.
True.
So we're gonna leave it at that. We live in America.
All right.
Shout out to them. Make it poppin'. But ban his ass. Yep. Ban his ass.
He's not even that good.
No, it's not hitting 245. Now you hitting 325.
That's different. And
I might have to shake it a little bit. I might just say, let this man take them Jones. You know what I'm saying? Make it pop. But no.
Nope.
Anything else in the baseball world that you got, GM?
I'm just excited to play. Not play, but watch.
Yeah.
Damn, you playing? Damn.
I didn't know you was pitching.
Dude.
I didn't know he was pitching.
Breaking news, bro. YBK. He's excited to play. He announced to us right now he is in the World Baseball Classic. Wow. But the real important truth is this. YBK, are you declaring your intention to play for the great country of the United States or the great country of South Korea?
Where are you going?
I'll be playing for Team Korea.
Team Korea?
No!
Just so he can strike out Aaron Judge.
I respect. You know what? I respect it. I respect it, YBK. Best of luck to you, okay?
Best of luck. Thank you very much.
Throw them tomatoes, Pimpin.
That's too funny. He said, I'm just excited to play. Love it, yo.
I'm excited to go out there and shack some balls with the team.
Yes, sir.
When I'm not shooting the pod and stuff like that, I'm playing baseball.
I'm excited.
All right.
That's funny.
I think it just leaves us then with a little basketball to talk, bro, because I feel like the season is moving along at a fast pace. We're already 3/4 of the way through the year. And, there's not much going on that I can think of drastically different than what we've kind of the overall storylines of the season with like injuries plaguing some teams overperforming, some teams underperforming. But I really think we're getting closer toward that. It's up in the air, MVP. So I want to talk like what your guys' thoughts on the year-end awards are and how those are going, as well as just a little preview of the playoffs. If you want to look, we can take a look at the current playoff bracket and just kind of get an overall feel. So I don't know if you guys want to start by, because I want to know what's going on with your Lakers and see what's goody, because I already know what's going on with my Celtics. I ain't trying to rub anything.
Here's the deal. Okay, we'll start with, you want to kick a little dirt on us. That's fine.
I genuinely don't. I genuinely don't.
You want to kick some dirt on us? It's fine. You know what I'm saying? We can handle it. The Lakers have been in a little bit of a skid. If you guys don't know, the Los Angeles Lakers here, my team. Shout out to the boys.
Lake show.
We've had a little bit of a skid. Coming off of the All-Star break, we're trying to get AR-15, Luka Doncic, and LeBron James all on the same page. It has not necessarily been going well. We have lost to some decent teams. And we lost to the Celtics, this is why Michael Jordan was throwing a little dirt on the boy. It's okay. We just won recently. You know what I mean? Jure was in the building. LeBron James' daughter, she's a good luck charm. She never lost when she walks in the court. Never lost. So We're hoping that we're gonna play the Pelicans tonight at the Crypto. We're gonna catch a dub. And you know what I'm saying? I got a little money on the game. Shout out to my boy Black Jew Kid. But yeah, we got a couple dollars. We're gonna make it work. But
So what's been going right and what's been going wrong?
You know, listen.
For the Lakers?
Here's the thing. Okay. DeAndre Ayton came out a couple weeks ago saying, "Why y'all trying to treat me like Clint Capella? I'm not Clint Capella."
Okay.
Now listen. Clint Capella on the Rockets when he was in his prime, Clint Capella was that dude. So I felt like DeAndre Ayton was throwing a little bit of a shot. So I think there's been a little bit of a little drama. DA is just not really liking his role. He's, you know what I mean? He's getting all these lobs. He's not a shooter. I ain't seen him shoot nothing, so I'm a little confused on why he's having some issues. And Father Time is catching up with LeBron a little bit, guys. He's getting a little bit older. This age is starting to catch up to him a little bit. And as the team is starting to kind of formulate, we're realizing that it is Luka's team and no longer LeBron's. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's what's really been going wrong. And I wouldn't say wrong, it's just been different. Okay? What's been going right is that the three boys have been able to put up points. They're scoring. They're doing well. LeBron is looking like a facilitator. And Luka is looking like Luka when he needs to play. So,
is it enough? I know we talked about this briefly last week because I was mentioning how it was good that y'all grabbed Kennard because you really needed a decent 3-point shooter. Uh-huh. Is it enough, though? Was that enough? You think they're missing a piece or two, right? Still, it feels like they're not quite at the same level as a OKC, San Antonio, even a Denver. Like they're still one step below a little bit.
Yeah, I just feel like when I look at AR at the end of the day, like you just don't have the explosiveness. Now you hit, I think 5 threes last game. That was great. I'm really excited, but it's not a very consistent situation. So, you know what I mean? Like, who was nasty? Like, you know what I mean? Like a Ray Allen type of feel. We don't, you know what I mean? We don't have a shooter that's a spot-up shooter. We don't have a Mike Miller, you know what I mean, with Miami, with LeBron. We don't have a guy that just makes me feel good when he plays. We got a bunch of dudes who are just kind of coming together trying to make it work. And I don't really see like we call him a bench superstar where I'm from. It's like when he's the sixth man and when he comes out, he's nasty. We don't got that.
YBK, you're looking like you're really contemplating a lot right here. What's your honest thoughts on your Lakers right now? Because I want you to be, I could see it's
Talk
like,
to us, baby.
or you're like ruminating something right there. That face, look at your face. He even knows.
He's hurting.
He knows.
He's hurting.
These Lakers, they look so good on the cover, but once you actually read the book, it's just empty.
Empty.
There's like, it kind of reminds me of like.
Speaking in metaphors, damn.
Yeah,
you know
like, it kind of reminds me of like kind of like the Yankees too, almost in a way. It's like we just shine the people with like these names, and it's like we're not deep. We're so like, you know, we take out the starting five, and it's like who else is there to? Yeah. Who's gonna carry us? Who's gonna be our Sean Livingston?
Okay, my question is this one also.
Okay.
How has the defense looked since like All-Star break ended?
The defense has always been trash.
It's still trash.
It's still trash.
That's the big issue, huh?
I mean, no, because I feel like we've always had a trash defense. For the last 2 years, since Luka and LeBron has played on the same floor, same team, the defense has been trash. Now, are we going to score enough points and play defense at the right times where we're not trash? I don't know. But we've always been trash in terms of the defense. So, and defense wins championships at the end of the day. And I don't think we're anywhere near winning a championship with the roster that we have currently construed.
Yeah, I agree with the roster that we have. I don't even think we can even make like a magical run. You know what I mean? You know how like some teams is like, oh, I believe that this team can make like a
run.
Crazy run. I don't even think that.
I think they had their run early in the year, though, when I was telling y'all, like, I'm surprised the Lakers are playing this good. I feel like they had like a good run and clicked early, and they're decent enough that they're not going to have to be in the play-in. I just don't, I'm not sure. That's why I'm asking y'all. Y'all are my eyes and ears for the Lakers.
LeBron.
Well,
During that time when you was talking all that,
You gotta
LeBron
need
wasn't
him.
playing.
You're gonna need him for a playoff series. I
And
think.
that's what I'm saying. So I'm hoping that the continuity, you know what I mean? Looking at the standings right now, we're in 6, so we're still not in the play-in, so we're okay. I mean, if we can just make it work for now,
Okay.
I just don't see us.
You don't
want
want to fall into the play-in though.
No, if we're in the
Not
play-in,
really.
it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough.
Yeah, to like beat that and then go to the playoffs, that's gonna be tough.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not loving it. I'm not loving it.
I have to say, I'm not rubbing salt in the wound, but I am loving what I'm seeing from the Celtics. Of
course you
I'm
are.
gonna start off. Let me run down the line about things that I like about the Celtics a lot lately. One was trading for Nikola Vucevic because we always talked about like making a good move for a big man, right? So I'm gonna pair that in tandem with not only was it a good pickup and he's had some good games that he's played so far, but Neemias Queta. He popped off for the best game I've seen him have all season the other night. He had 27 and 17. It was his it was his best game for sure. Yeah, it was his best game for sure. And I like that we have a little more depth at that center position. Yeah, it was a great game, bro. Yes, bro. He popped off. It was a great game. They're making the most of what we have. That's what we're doing. We're making the most with what we have. I guess to further that, D. White won Defensive Player of the Month, if I'm not mistaken, as well. And he's getting into that like D. White bag again, like playing hella good defense and getting to the cup a little bit. But I really love what JB's done. You know, sustained leadership, even keel. Love his mindset and love what he showed this year. Like he can play. He's not a defensive liability, like how you're talking about when LeBron and Luka both on the court. He's not a defensive liability, and I really love what he's done this year. I'm not sure if y'all heard, but Tatum is at the benchmark right before coming back.
That's what I heard.
He is right. Yeah, no. He's at full contact 5-on-5 scrimmaging. So it's big. That's a big news because, in my opinion, I'm in no rush to bring Jason Tatum back. Looking at in this kind of transition rebuild year, we're at 41 and 20 right now. You know, we're chilling kind of, and Tatum's almost ready to come back. I think it's no rush to bring him back, but it begs to question, right? It begs to ask.
That's what I'm wondering.
Bro,
I'm asking you.
should we bring Tatum back in this thing and get ready for a playoff push or what?
Y'all gotta be a 50 plus win team right now. You know what I mean? For the looks of it right now. And like, who knew that y'all gonna be a 50 plus win team?
I mean, it is the East. So
and if you add your captain Tatum coming back, I'm down if he's 100%, 120% ready.
I would put him on.
I'm not gonna rush him or any second.
Yeah.
If he's 100%. I'm putting him in.
Yeah, I think that if he is cleared by the coaching staff and medical staff and they say you're good to go, it's 100%. I don't think the Celtics should just be like, you know what, we've been playing good, let's just rest him and wait till next year to see what's up. If they say he's good to go, it's good to go. And I know that even Jason Tatum himself in an interview was kind of saying he was having doubts about himself, like, wow, look at how well they've performed this year. Am I going to come in and be the same old me? And I know he'd been told the doctors and stuff like, I'm not trying to just come back and be like a shell of myself. Like I'm trying to come back full JT. You know, 100%, I don't think he should question himself. I think Brad Stevens said the right thing that any GM would say, which is Jason Tatum on any basketball team, there's no question about it. That team is better. We're talking about like NBA All-Pro, perennial All-Pro, All-Star. So I'm really excited to see, you know, what is going to come of this year for us. I think Joe Mazzulla is in the running for Coach of the Year right now.
Yes.
Like really should be the favorite maybe coming out. I don't know if you guys have any other ones off the top of your head that you can think of, but for me, it's obviously biased to say I do feel like with what this year, what we've done, it is a Coach of the Year type worthy year. With Drew moves on, Porzingis traded, Tatum out for the whole year, and probably most people projected us to be like a 500 team, 41, maybe a little bit maybe like lower, more. Exactly, right?
Even lower.
Yeah, I really think they deserve a lot of credit. So.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it's between, you know, the Celtics and the head coach of the San Antonio Spurs. I think those are probably
he's been surging.
Fair, completely
fair.
My
two. Those are the only two. I don't know if Mazzulla has a Coach of the Year under his belt yet. So I definitely would lean more towards him for this year. Just during that time, you know what I mean? Because you're playing, like you said, you're playing at a complete deficit. JT is an all perennial. All NBA, amazing player. What if he gets hurt though in the middle of the playoffs and you're gone for another time?
But that can happen if you're healthy. It's not. It
is what it is.
You can happen at any time.
If she dies, she dies.
If it happens, I would be disappointed though. You're right.
Anyone like JB could go down in the playoffs.
True. Anybody could go down.
I just want to make sure he's like more than 100% for him to go into the play the game.
I'm really happy with the way we've been using some of these young guys. Hugo Gonzalez, the 19-year-old out of Real Madrid, had his best game of the season the other day too, like 18 and 16.
They've been playing. Y'all been playing well. The water over there in Boston is
Baylor
going
Shireman always hits like 1 or 2 threes in a game, but he's like one of them big kind of like tall, long, like you know what I mean. And he plays good D. Like, that's really what's helped us. I think we're top 10, almost top 5 in offensive efficiency and defensive efficiency. That's why our point differential is so good.
Yeah.
That's why, because we play, they rotate on defense and play. Yeah, exactly. That's pretty damn good.
It is.
We're the best in the East, huh?
Yeah.
Well, at least on.
Yeah. Second best.
Yeah, no, we're the best though for opponent point per game though.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So not bad. I mean, YBK, can you pull up on your screen right here a bracket of what the playoffs would look like right now if we was in the playoffs? Because I was gonna say I would love to just we could take a look at what the landscape looks like and see what we think would happen. So
let's see.
All right, nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Detroit is 1, and they got a few game lead on us, huh? They got what? 2 games, 4.5 games on us. Okay, and we got a 1.5 what on? We got 2 games on New York.
Yes.
All right, so I like that. If the Celtics sit at the 2 seed, I would be very, very happy. Playing teams right now, what are we looking at? We got Atlanta at that 10, and then Charlotte at that 9. Charlotte got up to the 9th is surprising. They kind of started popping off randomly down this last stretch. What the hell?
Also Atlanta with the Kuminga.
Yeah, Kuminga's playing great. Kuminga's playing great. Shout out to Kuminga. Kuminga is playing great.
Dropping 220 points per game.
Yeah, well, his first game, he dropped 27. It was his best game of the year. His first game.
First game. He said, finally, I get the ball. Let's make
exactly. Let me freaking ball.
That's pretty good.
So that means that you got Orlando at the 7, Miami at the 8. The play-in teams is Orlando, Miami, Charlotte, and Atlanta. Yep. I don't see any real threat from those 4 to the 1 or 2 seeds right now. I do think that the Celtics and the Pistons would be okay in all those series, right? Yep. How about the middle seedings, though? How are we looking right now?
We got
Knicks in Philadelphia.
And then we got
Cleveland, Toronto.
Oh, they already matched them up.
Yeah, because that's like how the seeding would match up.
They're waiting for the bottom.
Personally, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I know you had a bit of a hot take with your take on the Knicks, but I'll be respectfully, the Knicks would wash Philadelphia in my opinion. Still, I still think like Knicks win in 5 in that. Although I do like Philadelphia's team this year better than like previous years, I just feel like they lean way too heavily on Maxey be putting up crazy amounts of shots when Embiid is not playing. So unless Embiid is relatively healthy, because when he's played this year, he looks like good Embiid, not like trash Embiid. He looks like good Embiid. So, but I'm still going Knicks to wipe that series.
And here's the thing: I'm thinking the Knicks will easily win that. I think Cleveland could easily win that. And then
Cleveland versus Toronto.
Cleveland versus Toronto.
I easily take Cleveland over Toronto.
And then it's like, okay, you know what I mean? If we end up playing, you know what I mean, the Knicks or even a lower seed, Cleveland's the only team I don't want to play.
Yeah, well, I've been saying it's funny because
they will verse the 1, and then these 2 would verse the
exactly. Yeah, I think for myself, I would say Cleveland. It's weird that I've been saying this from the beginning of the year. I even when they was mid and like ass this year, I was always saying like I don't know what it is about feeling like Cleveland was the team that was like nasty last year with the 60 wins, and was nasty. And I think it was a good move to get Harden in place of Garland, because Garland's been hurt anyway this year, and I like the way Harden has fit in the games he has played. I know he fractured that thumb, right? But so he missed a couple games, but he could still play with it. Since he's come back, he still looks good. I like Cleveland just because Mobley playing good defense. Donovan Mitchell can get active in a playoff series. I think they take down Toronto and they move on. And that would be interesting if the top 4, let's say, is indeed Detroit, Boston, New York, and Cleveland. It's kind of anyone's year.
Well, here's the thing. If Detroit plays Cleveland, the chances of you making to the Eastern Conference Finals are very high. Because you guys play in New York with a back JT, I said, ooh, that's not terrible. Now, if JT's not coming back and he's not a shell, or he's a shell of himself or what he looks like, I still take the Knicks as my champions coming out of the East. But I don't think the Celtics match up well with Cleveland, and that's not nobody. You know what I mean? I don't want them to see them at all.
I think it's because the big guys like Evan Mobley and Jared Allen.
And Harden could have a night where he drops 45 on y'all, and there's nothing you could do about it.
Yeah, but we know his track record in the playoffs, so I'm just gonna say, like, in fairness, we have to pump the brakes on Harden in the playoffs just because he's always been. I like Harden too, but it's just like. Evidence is evidence. I mean, it's not like a small sample size. It's like a big sample size. So I think Cade makes a step in the playoffs this year. I'm kind of wavering a lot. Like now, of course, I'm always leaning toward the Celtics because that's my team. But to be honest with you, I do feel like if the East came down to Detroit and Boston, I'm not wildly confident in Boston, but I give them a good shot to come out the East. If I was a betting man right now, I do think Detroit has what it takes to make the next step. But you know what? I'm riding with my C's. You already know that. Yeah. How are we feeling out the West, though? Because obviously we've kind of had this conversation all year with OKC. They've been there, but I know you said them Spurs have been on a hell of a run, Sam.
On a freaking crazy streak right now. Number 2 with 40. They're just 4 games back from number 1. And we thought that Thunder was... can't even be close.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think, like I said, Oklahoma City still is not as elite as they were last year. I still don't feel comfortable about them. I know they're gonna win games. I'm just worried about how that's gonna look in the playoffs because we got a chance to actually see them last year in the playoffs, and we saw a lot of games, and we still said, "Ooh, SGA got some stuff. There's some calls here. There's some situations. Ant's doing his thing." So I think that it could be a little bit difficult. San Antonio, though, ain't nobody want to see Wemby.
Who are the potential play-in teams that would see the 1 and 2 seed in the West?
Would be the lower seed of the winner.
So
the loser of the one.
So Phoenix and Golden State is the 7 and 8. Okay, and then the Clippers and the Blazers. We were talking about the Blazers actually sneaking their way in.
You probably see Clippers and Golden State win a game.
You think so? Phoenix has been pretty good this year, though.
Booker gotta stay consistent. If Booker stay consistent toward the end of the year, I can see that.
They have good guard play. Grayson Allen and Corey Gillespie been pretty good this year. Royce O'Neal, a little small.
Their bigs ain't holding it down the way they need to. That's why I be struggling with them. If
I can't even honestly name you their bigs. Actually,
if Phoenix had a decent big, you'd be all right.
Williams? I don't even know.
Yeah.
Is that who it is? Mark Dub?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. I liked what the Clippers, how they kind of changed the year around. I love what Kawhi's done, and he's been healthy for the most part, especially adding that 3-ball to his game where he gets a lot of them up, and he's shooting it efficiently. I like that a lot. I think that out of those play-in teams, they pose the biggest what if, like, can they go on a little bit of a run in the playoffs there? Yeah. I just feel like Golden State's lost all the juice this year. Yeah. The age caught up with them. Jimmy Butler's out for the year. Porzingis has his post-COVID, syndrome. Al Horford's older. Draymond Green's older. Yeah. Podziemski's too young. It's these young guys who got rid of Kuminga. I don't see nothing from them. So I see the Spurs in OKC easily moving past their first rounds. But I guess Clippers might be someone to pose a challenge.
Yeah, I can see like Golden State coming out of the play-in and in the playoffs. I can see like Curry maybe popping off maybe one game. Yeah, but nice 48 piece, and then they're gonna lose like 5.
That's crazy. You're paying $30 million for Kristoff. You're paying another $54 for Jimmy. And nothing.
They're just too old now, bro. Yeah. They're just too old, and the injuries derailed them. All right, let's look at a big matchup because I want to ask you guys about both of these middle matchups are amazing. You got the 3-seeded Houston Rockets versus the 6-seeded Los Angeles Lakers as it sits right now.
That's going to be a 7.
You want me to surprise you guys right now? I'll take the Lakers over Houston right now. I don't know why, and I feel like I'm tough on the Lakers in a way, but I haven't really been feeling Houston this year. It's like I know Udoka's there. I know Amen Thompson made that step. I know Şengün made that step. I know KD is almost averaging damn near 30 still at that age. I just don't know what it is. I'm not on it. I don't know what it is.
I don't believe. I mean, I feel the same way. I feel like if Kevin Durant was making a little bit more noise throughout the regular season and coming out more as a leader, I'd feel great about that. But we're hearing more about him in the tabloids than we are hearing him about on the basketball court. So I'm a little kind of like,
You seen Tyler Hero and him getting at it the other night?
Yeah.
He was talking hella. He was yapping at Hero. Hero too was back, but he did kind of ball out that game. I just don't know. This is how playoff ball goes. You know this. We watched Luka do it with the Mavericks.
Right.
It's like the team with the one singular best player. It's like the Bucks if they make it. Giannis is there. You know it gives you a chance in the series because I have that one player who could like. Really like take over, take control, 20 points in a quarter, drop and just control the pace of the whole game. Like the game slows down. I just like that Luka's on that team. And I still think LeBron has one or two in him. I think he can get past the first round.
You think when the game slows down, Luka, LeBron, and AR could possibly do something?
Yeah, I do. I feel like because that's in the playoffs, it might be who is the one player who can take over this game and get it done.
And it might be Luka.
The crazy part is the Lakers, let's say they beat Houston, they're going to be versing Oklahoma City.
Yeah, then they're done. But I do think they can get out.
But if they go to 6 games, it's a good year for us.
And let's see how they end the year, too. We still have a lot of time for this because we're about 60 games through the year.
Or like even when Denver comes out of here, Denver, San Antonio.
Well, let's talk about that, though. You already jump into Denver, but Denver, Minnesota, guys, come on. I've been telling y'all about Minnesota. I've been saying this, too. I knew that they was hovering around that 500 for a while. I'm like, don't worry. Minnesota is gonna, like, they're gonna make a little bit of a push to get away from being a 500 team. I like Minnesota as well. I told y'all last year when they was playing the Lakers, like, I'm like outright like favoring Minnesota over the Lakers just for continuity, the style of basketball, and that like intensity that they have. Ant and Randall have had good years again. Gobert is sitting there, still has a chip on his shoulder and wants to play strong defense, and they have good like role players that fit in. So I like their chances against Denver just because Denver has kind of lacked the continuity due to injuries this year, okay? So that's where I'm sitting at. It's a tough one. That's a 7-game series to me. They want the lick back.
Snap. The Minnesota beat Denver like 2 days ago.
Yep.
117-108.
And Denver beat them earlier.
Denver beat them 3 times this year. Yep. So the Denver went 3-1, but they got that last lick back.
So now they know how to get them.
So we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
I'm taking out of that series, and right now I'm taking Minnesota. Ooh. Let's see if Peyton Watson comes back. That young power forward who stepped in and got hella minutes and played good for them. Cam Johnson hasn't been playing particularly well, and he's been hurt this year. Yeah. But I'll say I'm fine with Jamal Murray. I'm fine with Jokic. I'm fine with Aaron Gordon. I'm fine with those ones, right? Like those usual suspects. Let's see what these other guys can do. Christian Brown, like let's see what they can do. But I'm going Minnesota right now.
Teams here, Minnesota, Denver, they're going to be versing against San Antonio. Do you see those two coming out?
I do. I genuinely think are you telling me that it's outright done that San Antonio beats Minnesota and Denver? I just don't think so.
If that's what I'm saying.
It's their first year being nasty.
Wemby versus Joker, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's their first year being nasty. Come on, like
they ain't never been nasty.
I know they're good,
nasty
but
in the playoffs. So yeah. Sorry,
it's the first year being nasty. Like let's see them go in one playoff series before. Like yes, I think that they'll easily wipe a Phoenix, a Golden State. Maybe Clippers, I just don't know about Clippers because that's like a team that was so bad when they started the year like 5-20, and to get like nearly 500 means you've
been playing.
Flip this thing around. Yeah. So we'll just see. I'm telling you, I've been saying this. I know you're not that amazed by Oklahoma City, but SGA missed hella games, and Jalen Williams has been MIA because of these injuries all year. Yeah. Put 2 All-Stars full-time on that team. I'm sorry. They're still, even with that being said, they're still 3 games ahead of San Antonio.
And that's what I'm saying.
And we're raving about how San Antonio has played. It's just, come on.
My only concern is if they were if the Thunder are 100%, it's over. But they haven't been. And the continuity, especially, and back-to-back. Yeah, back-to-back is hard.
How did you feel about the game with them in Denver It was like about a week ago. A lot of intensity because you know the history with this series. Exactly. It was a 7-game series last year, a real back and forth, clutch time baskets. And that was a clutch time basketball game with like the role players coming through. It was Caruso down the stretch in the fourth quarter in OT to really kind of play like disruptive on defense. And that was that was playoff ball right there. And they did it with no Jamison Williams.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. But I don't know though if you can sustain that in a 7-game when you're actually being schemed. When I have a chance to know your tendencies and I know I'm going to be playing you for the next 2 to 3 days, it's very different than I'm playing you for, I got you circled on the schedule on Friday, and then I got another team I got to play on Sunday. It's just different. So that's where
I'm going to tell you this. You know where I'll give you a point is like Denver, for example, has Jokic and Murray. And we've seen what Murray has done in playoff moments with game-winning shots on the line. Lakers, we've seen it against the Lakers. I know you guys definitely seen it. And we've seen it in the bubble. We've seen, and we know what Jokic is. So that's 2 players. For OKC, it's like who can hit the shot. Last year, Aaron Gordon in game 1 went with those 3-point shots to win them the game too. And at the very end, it's like, who can do it for OKC? Theirs more is like the team beats you because everyone makes the rotations the whole game. And it's like, Aaron Wiggins and Isaiah Joe and what these little dudes chip in their 10, 15 points. It's not like one person clutches it out. J-Dub can be that guy.
Correct.
He could drop a 40-point game.
That's what I'm saying. He could drop 32 and 12 and you're like, I can't do anything.
In fairness, you're right. It's only been SGA as their closer, their starter, like middle game and closer.
That's why I'm just like, I'm wondering what that's going to look like, especially because when I'm looking at, like, even listening in the media, they're not talking about Denver much. We're not saying, but Denver's quietly just around. And I think that's where, if they're able to stay healthy, just stay around during playoff time, they already know how to win games. They know. Joker dropped 42, 20, and 20. You'd be like,
let's not forget this right now.
I could do.
Let's not forget this about OKC. Chet is all-star talent.
Yes.
Also, I know Wemby is going to be the favorite to win DPOY, but Chet should be right there too. Yes. Because he's been playing that sort of protecting the paint, getting a couple blocks a game, and disrupting anyone who's trying to get in the paint there. Yeah. So let's not forget that. Like, he should be up there. You know what I mean? He should be considered with them Mobleys and the JJJs, even though I know JJJ, it's not that sort of year for him, but he should be up there with them. So
Rudy.
Yeah, exactly.
He's up there too.
Exactly. He's up there with them. So let's not, I think that is an important aspect to have someone down there in the paint like that. So it's interesting. I mean, I'm not coming off OKC yet, but I would really love for my guys to make a run, seize out the East, and OKC to make that run out the West. You know what I mean? I think they have it. It looks like, I see my brother, you got the MVP ladder up right here. Yes. I think that this is an interesting thing to talk about. This is an interesting thing to talk about because we know the missing games is an important thing now. And SGA is missing games right now. I sure as hell know about it because I noticed it in fantasy. And, ever since that oblique coming out of All-Star, we'll see. But he is still sitting there in that 1 spot, huh?
He got a new number 3.
Making his way up that ladder.
Yeah, because of the games played and everything. Cade Cunningham, Detroit Pistons coming up number 3, everybody.
Crazy. I like it.
According to NBA.com. But yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Well, his team is first place, so I like that. And then he's also leading the league in assists while also averaging over 25 and almost 6 rebounds. So fair. Completely fair to me. Yeah. I think it's completely fair. That. I still think it's hard for me to look at SGA and Jokic and be like, I give it to SGA just because he's in first place. I just can't. I know he's averaging over 30. I just can't. I can't.
That's why I give it to Joker.
Oh, and sorry, I was saying Cade was leading the league in assists. He's not. Jokic is, but Cade is leading the East.
That's why I think Joker's going to get another one.
I mean, I don't know how you can. As long as
the games,
you just got to play the games. If not, I think Cade's going to get it.
But they're 7.5 games behind OKC. That's the big argument. And I feel like that second year, they edged it to SGA. And for me, it's like, it was no other reason than that. It wasn't a stat-based reason why they edged it. So
he got 46 games played.
Yeah, and you got to hit at least 60.
Yeah, you got 60.
They got about 20. He can't. Yeah,
20 left?
They got like 20 games left. So
Denver, they got what? They
got exactly 20 left.
Yeah. 20 left. So maybe. I still think Cade's going to get it based on a technicality.
I don't think that he's going to get it because I think that, if they both miss too many games.
Every single game almost because
Wait, how many games do you have to play? 65?
65.
Sorry, not 60, 65. So he can only miss one more game.
Correct.
But I don't.
So Jokic is really at risk. And how many game plays does Shea have now?
Let's see.
That's what I'm saying.
let's
So that's
see.
why I'm like, Cade, I feel
Let's check in on it. Let's check in on this
I
because
feel like Cade's going to get
I
this.
saw it too as well. And
He has 51 games played.
an unidentified figure was also moving up the MVP board I saw right now too. And
Unidentified.
51. Okay, so he
51.
needs 14 games.
Yep.
So he can only miss like what,
Six.
6 games? Yeah.
6 games.
Yeah, I saw an unidentified figure. I don't know if you could help me try to figure out what that one is, bro. An unidentified flying basketball player moving his way up the list, bro.
Moving his way.
Yeah, some might call him an alien.
I mean, listen.
Some might
are
call him
are
an
are
alien
talk-
moving
are
up
you talking about the. Are you talking about
I know.
the big guy?
Where-
Are you
yeah, of
talking about
course,
The Victor Wembley.
Of course, they got
guy?
an alien. They got an alien moving up the MVP boards. But
Crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. When you play defense like that and you that big and you have that offensive talent, come on,
You gotta do something.
yeah. And that run that they've been going on right now since I know the Knicks snapped that winning streak that they had, but that was a hell of a run they went on, huh?
Yeah.
An 11 piece.
How many games has he played this year? Where's he at?
He has. Oh, let me see.
I think he's had a relatively good year. I know he's missed some
I know
games.
he missed early.
But I don't think he had like a stretch where he missed like 15,
a lot, like a
10,
batch.
15 games. Maybe he missed like 4 or 5.
He played 46.
Oh, so he needs to play
He got to play.
gotta play
19
20,
as well.
19.
Oh my gosh. So
This is what I'm saying, guys.
Yo, you're onto something with this Cade talk.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, Cade has
Cade's
a
looking
high
like
chance.
it's gonna be Cade.
I'm gonna have to be honest then, and I'm saying it's SGA. I think he reasonably has like the lead here, and as long as he just doesn't miss 7 games, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna go SGA for now, just because of I just trust them, and this is the 3rd year in a row that they're doing this. If it wasn't if it was only the 2nd year in a row that they was like on like a good run, then it would be different for me. But because that this is the 3rd year in a row with the regular season run like this and a lead, I'm going SGA for MVP.
SGA MVP.
Yeah.
Michael John.
SGA.
I'm going with Cade. I'm going with Cade Cunningham. I think he's gonna take it. I think they're gonna give it to him by default. It's gonna be one of those asterisk years when it comes to the MVP.
Go to Jokic. I'm still.
Don't let the
Jokic,
Celtics
man.
go on a run,
No,
and then
that's
all
true.
these people with
JB.
injuries go
We'll
be
see. We got
not
20 we got
qualified.
20
You gotta
games
see-
left.
Look at this game. So Victor Wembanyama versus Pistons, number 1 team in the East. They won 114-103. This man went 21, 17 rebounds,
That's
4
insane.
assists,
And
6 blocks.
That's
One
insane.
steal. That game too. If you watched,
Oh,
That's insane.
if you watched it, it was one of those defensive. They was getting in fights. You see, I don't know if you've seen Jalen Duran was getting hot, and,
really?
and yeah, exactly. They was getting hot down there. But I liked it because that was like all right. You want to play physical? We gonna play a physical one of them type of grinded out games, and
And he shot
that's
2 of
good
them
basketball
threes.
for this era. That's a good basketball.
That's really good.
So
he shot 5 for 9 this time.
Listen,
He's crazy.
Let this man
yeah,
work.
Victor Wembanyama is crazy. guys.
no.
Yeah, Victor is.
It's just that height. That height is what scares me when you're that big, and
It's not will last forever.
it's hard. Yeah, I feel like
He'll
Why
have
they even mentioned
He'll
that
have
here.
10. He'll have 10 dominant years.
Can we see a quadruple double from Victor?
yeah.
Definitely.
10 blocks, 10
Definitely.
rebounds, 10
Definitely.
assists,
Definitely.
10 points.
Probably like
I think
probably
so.
like a 14 points,
That would be
17
amazing.
rebounds, 10 blocks.
10.
Yeah, it would be points, rebounds, assists, and blocks.
Yeah.
I would, yeah,
Yeah.
it would have to be the blocks.
Wow.
So,
Sheesh.
all right, well,
It would be cool to see Cade win an MVP.
Yeah, a little
Not gonna lie.
asterisk situation
Not
for the
gonna
boy.
lie.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You know what I mean? We'll give it to him. And, you know, they're doing all right in the East. So it is what it is. Sheesh, guys.
I know
I tell you.
NBA season's coming along. I know.
I know.
It's good to be back, kind of getting
So
caught up with
good.
everything. My brother YBK always filling me in on the ongoings for baseball, and I'm glad with the World Baseball Classic coming up because the Olympics this year, the Winter Olympics,
Yeah.
it had me juiced a
Yeah.
bit when it's like oh, my country's playing, and you're
true
watching
that,
like
true
there's
that.
some sort of like energy around it. The rules kind of have me like a little bit skeptical slightly, but overall I'm very excited. So you know what I mean? I'm looking forward to it.
excited
All right.
Yeah. Tomorrow, 7 o'clock.
Yep.
We're going to watch the game.
Yes, sir.
Set it up.
Run it. Let's get it.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
You got anything? Y'all got anything else before we send it off?
No, I feel like, you know, we talked about a lot, you know what I mean? I'm glad that we got clarity on the transition tag. That's something that I had no clue about in terms of the
Yes,
difference.
yes.
And yeah, I'm hoping my Lakers could do something. So
I
shout out,
know.
shout out
We'll
to them.
see.
Y'all playing tonight. Come on, put some money on it.
We got some time left.
Yeah.
We got some time left. So
Come on.
Shout out to my brother Camden. Shout out to Luke. Shout out to Theo.
Yes, sir.
And shout out to myself. We're in the playoffs right now. It is playoff time for NBA fantasy. So wish us some luck. These injuries is going crazy right now. It's really hurting because I'm like, my team that basically got me here is now hurt. And everyone's been in this situation this year. So it's not like, oh, poor me. It's just
me,
I'm saying good luck to everyone.
everybody.
You know, and it's been a great year. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to my brother YBK up in here. Please check out that page because he's been making a lot of interesting content. Particularly, check out that YouTube, check out that TikTok, check out the Instagram. Shout out to Next Pole Media. Shout out to my brother Zany for always coming through and hooking us up, making sure we looking good, and you know, starting to get involved in the content. And lastly, shout out to that Next Pole Media page. Shout out to Bryce for coming through and pulling some cards with us.
Yes,
we've been trying to stay active on there, so we'd really love if y'all would check it out. And that's it for me, boys. Michael John, you already know what it is.
Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know. Austria presents MSD Sports. My name is Sam, also known as YBK. You can find me at YBK up in here, like what Mikey said. You can find Mikey over here. You can find him at Michael John DeStefano. You can find David Camden Lee over here at Mr. _ Club Paradise. Yes, you can find us, MSD Sports, at RCR MSD Sports. We on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. You already know, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!